Alright, I'm going to show you where I'm looking at, people. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. I got this observation tower behind me too. I might go up there as long as the wind dies down a little bit. I'm walking on there.
You're fighting for bloodlust and a holy war. Listen up, hear the patriots shout. Times are changing. In the end, choice was clear. Take a shot in the face of fear. Fist up in the firing line. Times are changing.
Okay, I was hoping somebody would catch this and get my point. This island, or this point that I'm looking at, is only 4.3 miles away. I'll put in the latitude and longitude from where I'm at and then to this point here later on. But you know, the big thing is I should be, because I'm 15 feet, maybe even a little bit more above the water right now. I'm up on a big bank, so I should be able to see a lot farther than I do at Bayport. But I'm only seeing 4.3 miles out there. Everything after that is just it's a whiteout, and that's what my point is this whiteout is blocking your vision from seeing anything farther or past it. It's that mirroring effect that causes this. And what you're doing is you're getting your vision it's being deflected upward into the sky. So this is why the sky is mirrored in the water. It's all a mirroring effect. It has nothing to do with curvature. Wake up, folks. Wake up. All right. You know, I've done enough observations that I know that, you know, at this height, I should be seeing a heck of a lot farther. because not only am I like up on a 10-foot bank, but I'm also, 5.5 feet with the tripod, and like it could be 6 feet, it could be 10.5 feet, but I know it definitely was over 6 feet. People were down there and they were well below me. It could actually even have been higher. So I should have been able to see a lot farther distance than what I was seeing here today. And like I said, I've done enough observations to where this popped into my mind, and I said, why am I only able to see this far? And it's, kind of sprung up on me is because my theory, all right, we'll say theory of this mirroring effect causing a deflection of your vision. In other words, you're getting slightly deflected upward. So anything beyond this point is just, like I say, it gets put in the mirror, and once you add light to that mirror, it vanishes. Just like you've seen in the movies where a guy walks into a doorway, and that doorway is all lit up inside, and he walks in and he vanishes into the light. Well, this is pretty much what's happening here. It's pretty obvious, and I've seen it in a lot of my videos. And this also is what, will cut off lower hulls of boats once they get out into the mirroring area, which sometimes, depending on the angle of light, where the sun is positioned in the sky, whether it's winter, summer, spring, it all makes a difference. So this angle of light plays a big role in the mirroring effect. Angular resolution definitely plays a role because we can't resolve stuff at a certain angle. So what happens with the water when it's trying to get resolved? I mean, you can see it right here. You got that little bit of water in the background. That's just water probably coming up on a ridge because there's a big sandbar there. So it's rising up higher to where it's able to be resolved. It's visible. If you look at this island right here, you can see that it's being mirrored underneath it. Why? Because that water at this angle has turned into that mirror. And it's you got to realize too that this mirroring effect it's glaring light upward. So once that light's hitting it, it's just glaring everything out. And that's why I used the man walking into the doorway. Because that's what I see. That's what I see. And birds will fly out there and they'll just kind of like melt away. They just vanish. I've had boats certain times of the year when it's really bright out and there's a lot of light. Now I'm slinging back over to the other side where part 2 was, and part 1 wanted to swing back over there, check this out. And of course, what do we find? We find a boat that's kind of even hiding itself with its own wake, and you can see it. Now, what happens with that boat once it gets out into a certain distance and that water becomes a mirror? All right? Because look at it. It's white mist. So that white mist becomes a mirror. Look at these other boats. Look at this other boat out there. Do you see his wake? No, you didn't see his wake. So it's paying attention to some of these details is what I really look at in my videos. I probably watched this video 10 times already. Just so I can get an idea of what I'm looking at, and I'm not looking at refraction pulling anything up. That magical force of refraction. It's more of a magical mirror. And that mirror is a slightly bent up mirroring effect. And that, like I say, redirects our vision. It deflects it upward. And then once you get upward, what are you doing? You're mirroring the sky. So I've got a lot of videos too where I zoom out there as far out as I can get, and you'll see the sky mirroring off the water. I mean, way out there, to the P900's limit. And this isn't just refraction. This is mirroring. This has nothing to do with refraction. is just mirroring and glaring you out. So you cannot see beyond this point. And also, anything that sticks up higher, okay, will stand up. It will be picked up. Why? Because it's in that angular resolution area where the camera can resolve it. So like buildings, towers, cell towers, anything high will eventually show up. Why? Because it's being resolved. The camera can now resolve it because it's in to that angular resolution. Look at this boat. It's sitting out there in the water. You can obviously see that the boat is in the water. He's not almost falling off the edge. He's not almost going over the curve. Because I catch a lot of boats on the edge, and they're not going over no curve. The boat just flew by behind him. Did you see his wake? No. Well, do you think that boat was that close to that boat? No. He was a lot farther away than what he appeared to be. Now this boat right here, he's in the mirror. Look at it. Look at it real close. You can see where that water actually is. And these boats, I'm catching them coming in and out of the mirror. Some of them are right in it. And look at the little wake that one put out. It hit part of the bottom of that boat. And you can see that in a lot of my footage, where other boats go by and you'll see farther off distant boats just kind of vanish. Look at him. They're right in the edge. Right on the edge. Hello, guys. You're going to fall off. Be careful. Be careful. You're going to fall off the curve. Hey, guys. I do get a kick out of this because I see everything getting, just reflected upward. And, these boats are not going over the curve. And a mirror does not reflect something that's behind the curve upward unless the mirror is above you on a slight angle. That is not what's happening. The mirroring is on the water. It's the water that's causing the mirroring effect. And again, I'm not telling anybody to believe me. Go out and do your own observations and really, really study them. Really study them, and study them from year to year to year to year. I've been doing this for about 2.5 years. I know that you got Raleigh's criterion going on, and certain things like boats going out and you see them just vanishing within their own mirror image. Well, that's exactly what I think the sun does too. I think it just vanishes within its own reflection. And if you watch it, its own reflection even gets distorted because it's in the water. And that's what makes it distorted. And that mirroring effect can sometimes look short, or it can be a long mirroring effect. So it's depending on the amount of light, whether you got cloudy days, partial cloudy days. But when you got good solid overcast days, I'll tell you what, you can really see a lot farther on them overcast days, especially if it's a heavy, thick overcast. Why? Because it's blocking out all that light, and that light is why, or that blockage is why I'm able to catch some of these boats and these beacon lights, 11 something miles away. It's called visibility, people. Weatherman tells you, hey, there's a visibility of 10 miles today. Geez, what does that tell you? If you can see 10 miles, they're telling you the truth, but you just don't want to listen to them. I mean, how can you see 10 miles on a ball if you can only see 3 miles? Well, I probably can only see 3 miles because I'm only about 5'8", 5'9". I think more like 5'8". Now check this boat out. You can see the guy's mirroring. You can see the light or the light reflecting off the boat. You can see it mirroring. It's just paying attention and really, really looking at it and saying, is that a mirror image or is that refraction? Come on, people. It's pretty easy to see. And if you go back through and you watch my videos, I guarantee you, you'll start seeing it too. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate y'all watching. Trying to keep my videos a little shorter than normal. Thanks.